Your fingers know the layout by heart, dancing across the keys to write emails, build worlds in video games, and send messages to the people you love. Every click and clack is pure, ingrained muscle memory. And we've all been led to believe that this specific layout, QWERTY, is the pinnacle of design, the result of over a century of ergonomic research, engineered to be the fastest and most comfortable way for humans to interact with a machine. But that entire assumption is a carefully constructed myth. The foundation of our digital lives wasn't built on a quest for speed. It was built on a deliberate act of sabotage. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the QWERTY keyboard to reveal its secret origin story. Take a look down at your keyboard. Whether it's on your desk or on your phone, you're probably looking at these 6 letters, QWERTY. You've typed on this layout thousands of times, building muscle memory over years. And most of us assume this design is the pinnacle of efficiency, the fastest way to type. But what if I told you that was a complete lie? That this layout wasn't designed to make you faster but was intentionally engineered to slow you down. The logical assumption is that this layout, the one that won out over all others, must be the best. That experts and engineers figured out the optimal placement for each key to maximize our typing speed. It makes sense, right? The most common letters should be in the easiest to reach places. Our modern, lightning-fast digital world was surely built on the fastest possible foundation. We're in the 1870s, and this is the new frontier of communication, the mechanical typewriter. When you press a key, a metal arm with the corresponding letter swings up and strikes a ribbon of ink, leaving an impression on the paper. It was a brilliant invention, but it had a critical flaw. If a typist hit 2 keys that were close to each other in quick succession, the metal arms would collide and jam, forcing the typist to stop and manually unstick them. This was especially common with frequent letter pairs, like T and H or E and R. The machine was literally too slow for a fast typist. The inventor, Christopher Sholes, realized he had to solve a mechanical problem, not a human one. So he redesigned the keyboard with a radical idea. He took the most common letter pairs in the English language and deliberately spread them far apart across the keyboard. This forced the typist's fingers to travel further, slowing them down just enough to prevent the machine from jamming. That's the secret. QWERTY was never about making you fast. It was about compensating for the flaws of a 150-year-old machine. But that raises the real question. Here we are in 2025. The mechanical arms are long gone. Why are we still using this intentionally slow system on our supercomputers and phones? The answer is a concept called path dependence. QWERTY was simply the first layout to become a commercial success. Millions of people learned to type on it. Businesses invested in it. An entire ecosystem was built around it. By the time more efficient layouts like the Dvorak keyboard were invented, it was already too late. The cost and effort to retrain everyone were too high. We were locked in. So every time you type an email or send a text, you are interacting with the ghost of a 19th century machine. A design choice made to solve a long-forgotten mechanical problem still dictates how billions of us communicate every single day. It's a perfect piece of history, hidden in plain sight. The story of the QWERTY keyboard is the perfect example of path dependence. The idea that sometimes we stick with an old system, not because it's the best, but simply because it came first. It makes you wonder, what other parts of our modern world are shaped by a history we've completely forgotten? If you love asking these kinds of questions, you've found the right place. Subscribe to Hidden in Plain Sight for more deep dives into the stories behind our everyday world. And let me know in the comments, what other standard system do you think has a